Hey, John, come here. There's the racer's edge. There's the racer's. She's gonna shit when she sees Scott Bacon. She may not see him if he throws transmission. Why, you done, you think? No, he's still working. Hey, buddy!
Shoes.
clear right there, John. guys heading away?
Lights, camera, action. Bah.
We're here at Brightwood Motors, home of Wesley Galbraith and Harold Cool, Brightwood team racers from Midvale Speedway. Wesley, what type of car do you have this year, and what kind of changes have you made from the 1987 season?
Well, basically it's the same car as last year, just a little different sheet metal. Changes? We made a few, but we're not quite sure whether they'll work. We'll just have to wait till race day.
Going to run any faster this year?
That's always the objection, is to run faster and hopefully to get up towards the front of the pack quicker.
Through the 1987 season, you and Harold were pretty much participants in the helmet dash, which is the 4 fastest qualifiers. Is that going to make you any money this year?
Well, we don't know whether it'll make us any money, but at least we hope to be back in the Fast Four. It's going to be a very competitive field this year.
Yeah, I heard there's some major dollars out there amongst the drivers. What size engine do you have in your car this year?
Standard as everybody else, 355 with the modifications Midvale Speedway permits you.
Any different changes from last year?
In regards to motor? No, not really. I really, just a basic change is hopefully we can go faster with what we have to work with.
Yeah, that's the objective of everybody here. Now, what about Harold? Has he changed his car any from last year at all?
Basically, no. It's the same IROC Z sheet metal that he had last year. Basically the same engine as what we had before. Yeah, we've made a few changes, but again, we'll have to wait till race day to see whether or not they are any good.
Okay, how about some sponsorship? What are your major sponsors? And besides Brightwood Motors, we all know that, obviously. Who else are your sponsors this year?
Well, the other sponsors are Hubner Body Shop, which did the paint job on both cars, and the other sponsor is Mid-City Auto Parts in Medina, Ohio.
Good.
Wait a minute. It's Motor City Auto Parts.
Scratch that, Craig. We'll have to rehearse this again. Okay.
What major sponsors? Do that all over again.
Okay.
Yeah, coaching.
Coach, you're the one that did it.
All right, here, Bill. Let's say Motor City Auto Parts in the back. Okay.
Okay, other than Brightwood Motors, what are your major sponsors on your car this year?
Okay, the other major sponsors is Hubner Body Shop, who did the paint work on both cars, and also Motor City Auto Parts in Medina, Ohio.
Good. Pause. I kind of forgot. There's Harold. Get in here. Are you on pause? Huh? I had another question in my...
Good, you got me out. Okay, Harold, you're here.
Okay, Wesley, in closing, I want to ask you one more thing. Is Brightwood Motors going to have a point fund this year for the late model division, which is now the sports stock division?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't know yet.
Maybe we ought to scratch that question.
I don't know.
Well, Wesley, in closing, I want to thank you for your time now. Good luck this 1988 season at Midvale Speedway.
We're going to need it. Thanks again.
Thank you, sir. We'll get out of your hair. Gary Miser, number 20. Gary Miser, New Philadelphia, Ohio.
last night, but I don't see him here. He's about, is he? Well, that is a pretty car.
It is.
First time on Gary Miser,
1810, first time on Gary Miser.
second time on Miser of 1790.
1790, second time on Gary Miser.
Turn the green on, Brad.
Number 17, first time out for this fella. I believe here at Midvale. Who is that, John?
Okay, on track now, the number 17, the Tom Drury, and Barrel Mike.
Who? Number 17 out there. Mike, didn't catch the guy's last name. 1866. 1866, first time.
Second time of 1810.
1810, second time. Next call for eye out there right now is number 6, Harold Cool. Cool, number 6. An IROC Z Camaro.
First time on Harold Cole with 1790,
17.19, first time on Harold Cool. Clock didn't shut off, so we're going to Harold Cool get another time. Number 24, Glenn Jewell in the tie-looking Camaro. $17.15 on Glenn Jewell. And number 24, orange, white, and yellow. R&B Motors are like the major sponsor of that car.
Second time of 1713.
1713, second time.
Glenn Jewell.
Harold Cool coming out now for his second time.
We'll have one qualifying time coming up. Again, out here in the Plate 1 Motors, we're racing Camaro with number 6 car there.
Harold Cool from Tuscarawas, Ohio. I believe he won the season opener last year here at Midvale in the late model division that year. Now they're back down to sports stocks.
Second time, 17-21, 1.21, Harold Poole. On the track now, number 33, automobile, New Philadelphia, Ohio, Gary Smith.
Gary Smith at number 33, sports stock.
First time, Gary Smith, 1778,
1778, first time on Gary Smith.
Second time of 1775, 17.75.
17.75.
Okay, a young driver raced here several years ago. Moved down to the Atlanta, Georgia area and moved back in the area racing again under the Hines racing team in the 661 car, Mike Hines.
Mike Hines back with us this year. Last year he moved down south, didn't race only a couple different times when he was home. Now he's back in 661, the Hines Racing Camaro. One of 3 cars painted identical paint scheme.
It's about as bad as the first time on Mike Hines, 1785.
1785, 17.85.
Time of 1770.
1770, second time on Mike Hines. I'll tell you how to do that. Put your hand right up there next to your eye, and that kind of shades it right like that. Does it help you at all? Huh?
Okay, back down to the Ohio County Collecting his return to the pit. In the number 55 car.
Looks fine.
Still Ohio, the number 55 Dodge Daytona of Joe 9.
Well, it looks all right. Joe 9, 55. Dodge Daytona.
$17.80 for
17.80 on Joe 9.
Second time of 1749.
1749. 1749. And an in-car camera, number 98, from Denison, Ohio, Wes Galbraith. In-car camera.
Right now, number 98, West Galbraith, also on 21 Motors Team Racing.
Hey, Crystal. Hey, Jim. Jim. Look.
First time on West Galbraith, 1745.
1745. 1745. First time on West Galbraith.
Second time of 1780.
1780.
On the track now. Larry Queen, J&G Auto Parts, Joe Desto.
You want me to ring? Why don't you go over and check it out? Help you out.
There's a big break. Shut it off.
Okay, one more time, Roger. Not tripping the clock the last time, so we'll do that one. First time on Roger Liner, 1735. Second time on Liner, 1735. On the track now, Stillwater, Ohio, number 45 race machine, everything on. Second time, 1787 for 1 On the track now, number 32 car, the Holland Body Shop racing around. Bill Jennifer. I think you get Bill Body racing. Second time of 1742, 17.42. Another one of the Heims is a racing automobile, the number 66 car of Mark McGrath. First time on the track. 17.67. Second time of 1743, 17.43. On the track now is the number 442. boy straighten out. Okay, we're ready to qualify another car. Let's get it out there in the chute. Yeah, I think about the first 25 years Bill Biggers were runner, we used to call him Wild Bill. Here lately, we've just been calling him Mild Bill.
What happened up there last night? Oh, Sandusky? Yeah.
Okay, on the turn now.
Make it sweet. Next thing I knew.
Teenage Warrior, number 10.
He pulled in the pit same time. Yeah, got a Michigan one.
Second time, very consistent of 17.25, 17.25.
Larry
I'll tell you,
Gill.
this is my favorite time of year when all the new cars are out with their new paint
Larry
schemes.
Gill come out
Man, there ain't no scratches on them, they all look good.
and he hot lap. They had him over to inspection, and then next thing I knew, he was loaded up and was going home. This must be the street stock, so I'm going to shut this stuff off. I can record this. You're on recording?
Second time at 17.78.
All right, the start. The late model division, 1988.
So late model was a four stop and the street stop for the same thing. Number 20, automotive racing. Here's a
Brian Volk, the number 28.
Brian.
First, a late model will be out there tonight, the 1988 season. Brian Volk. $16.29, first time on Brian Volk. I'm 15.87. I think he just cooked that motor.
Craig,
Yeah.
hit my front.
Okay. I hit it. He cooked that motor.
15.
He's got it painted up like the Valvoline car. Or I mean, he's got it painted like the Texaco Star. He's got Valvoline oil in it. Yeah, Valvoline.
Magnolia, Ohio, the Long Racing Team. Carl Chadley.
You're fine. You're crystal clear on here. Crystal clear.
Brian Volk. Dino Long, number 80. Brian Volk just had engine trouble. Mechanical problems. They were spin out in turn number 1. Out there right now is Dino Long, number 80, from Magnolia, Ohio.
We'll get you one, buddy, for next week.
Dino Long out there, first time.
First time on
16.21. 6.21.
Second time on 16.32 on 6.30.
1661 and 1632 second time on Dino Long. Number 29 out there from Akron, Ohio, Roger Black.
On the track now, out of the Magic City of Barton, Ohio. Roger Black.
Barberton, Ohio. Roger Black.
First time.
Go back, all right? No, Adam.
1632 first time.
Second time, a little better, 15.93, 15.93 second time.
1593 second time. Number 12 out there.
On the track.
Sean Shaw. Sean is from Canton, Ohio.
First time of 16.39, 16.39.
1639 first time on Sean Shaw.
Second time of 16.21,
1621 first second time on Sean Shaw.
Mike Friend.
On the track now, number 19, Ford Thunderbird, the hub Mike Friend.
Mike Friend. And number 19.
First time on the number 19 car, 16.92.
1692 first time on Mike Friend.
Second time of 16.96, 16.96.
1696 second time.
Don't know.
Can Automotive Machine Service, number 4 Alpha 4X, we're going to call it tonight. Carl Kingley.
Carl Kegley and number 4.
I'm willing to come with you. What's on? Come back a little bit. They want you down.
First time of 16.98.
First time on Carl Kegley from Canton, Ohio, 1668.
Second time, a lot better. 5.97.
Carl Kegley, 1597.
Another one of the building creations. Number 14 car of Larry Gill.
Larry Gill. Ball high.
Second time of 1683, 161.
1683, second time on Larry Gill. Number 63.
Wow, this will be called the SRE.
Bob Sibla. And number 63.
Green, Brad Green.
Laws from Massillon, Ohio.
When it's time to race, you got to go and stay with your mom, okay?
First time on Sidwell, 15.75.
15.75.
Second time on Sidwell, 15.66, 15 point.
15.66. 15.66.
The number 85 car, the Candle Isle,
Bill Vino, number 85.
Bill running into Angus racing. First time on Bill Vino.
16:36, first time on Bill Vino.
On the track now.
15.95 on Bill Vino, second time. Out on the track right now is
Can Ohio's Rich Roar.
Rich Roar, Can Ohio.
First time of
16.08 on Rich Roar, first time.
Second time of 15.74.
15.74, second time on Rich Roar. Mike Miller.
First time on Mike Miller,
16.29, first time on Mike Miller.
Second time on Mike Miller, 15.94, 15.94.
15.94, second time on Mike Miller. Number 4 out there from Fairlawn, Ohio. Last week's Cloverleaf winner. Baker.
Chassis counter power. The number 4 car, Scott Baker.
One 5.66 first time.
Second time, 15.56.
15.56, second time on Scott Baker. Number 3 out there, Lonnie Vaughn from Canton, Ohio.
The number 03 car, the Canton, Ohio, Lonnie Vaughn.
.27, 16.27, first time on Lonnie Vaughn.
Second time, 15.97.
15.97, second time on Lonnie Vaughn. 21 out there, Kenny Stevens.
On the track now, the Stone Creek, Ohio. One of the gentlemen around this speedway, the number 21 car.
.1634, first time on Kenny Stevens.
Second time, 15.88.
15.88, second time on Kenny Stevens. Number 75 out there, Mark Malquet.
The number 75 car, the Malquet Racing Machine, Mark Malquet, Captain Sizzle. First time on Mark Malquet,
15.71, first time on Mark Malquet.
Second time, 15.52, 15.52.
15.52, Mark Malquet.
He is at this time the fastest qualifier in the late model division. On the track now, the Canton, Ohio, number 38 Ford Racing Thunderbird, John Klein.
John Klein, number 38. 16:45.
Second time of 16:08, 16:08.
16:08.
On his side now, it's number 68.
What division is that? That's sports stall.
Yeah.
About 2.
On the side now, the blue number 67 Camaro of John Tannerelli.
Yeah, go ahead.
First time of 1920, 19.20 on John Tannerelli. Second time of 1912.
Chuck Harris driving this one? Chuck Harris?
I believe Chuck Harris is in this car. We'll wait to find out.
First time on Chuck Harris on the table.
It was Chuck Harris. He's from Camp.
Second time of 1590, 15.90.
1590.
Harris in the all part supply Budweiser Racing Camaro. Okay, the guy in the high V North baseball jacket, please do not sit on the rail here. Come back in there. Please don't get there. Thank you. Okay, the race on the day. Time on the pole. Number 63 didn't scratch this event.
All right. It's super late model dash time. Midvale Speedway, 1988. On the fourth fast qualifier out of this bunch, I believe one qualifier scratch will be number 21, Kenny Stevens. On the outside of him, number 7, Rich Rohr. Second fast qualifier, number 4, Scott Baker, and your top qualifier tonight. number 75,
75 Malcolm.
Mark Malquith.
Mark Malcolm.
Mark's fast time is 15:52. Here they go. Rich Roy, your leader. Mark Malquith at number 75 in second. Scott Baker, number 4, is in third, and Kenny Stevens, 21, is in fourth. Number 7, Rich Roy, Canton, Ohio. White flag out this lap. Eddie Warmack got the white flag at hand. Down the backstretch into turn number 3. Number 7, Rich Roy, Mark Malquith, Scott Baker, and Kenny Stevens.
How about a nice round of applause for a good job done by Rich Roy.
Rich Roy. Is that guy in your way, John?
Okay, this will be your dash in the street stock division. On the third, short stock, I'm sorry, excuse me. On the
Rich Roy, Canton, Ohio.
CNH launch play service of Rick Schweitzer, alongside of number 6 of Brightwood Motors to now Harold Food. In the number 24.
Okay. Dash time in the sports stock class. Number 10, Rich Schweitzer. On the outside of him, Harold Cool, number 6. Back on the inside, number 24, Glenn Jewell, the top qualifier tonight in the sports stock class, the farmer himself, Tom the Farmer Smith out of New Philadelphia, Ohio. Going to turn 1, Schweitzer into the lead. Harold Cool in second, Glenn Jewell in third, and Farmer Smith. Farmer Smith trying to go high, can't quite do it. Schweitzer, your leader. Clean lap number 2 still, Rich Schweitzer. Originally from Bard Hill, I believe now lives in New Philly. Harold Cool trying to get out on the inside, can't quite do it. White flag out. White flag is out last lap. Harold Cool trying the outside now. Dips high in turn number 3. Your winner, number 10, Rich Schweitzer. Harold Cool finished second, Glenn Jewell third, and Farmer Smith finished fourth.
We'll wait till the heat race to switch. Street stock.
Okay. Unless you want to do it here, let me do it. I'll do it.
Job on beautiful new race.
You all right?
Rick Schweitzer.
Okay.
Okay, your street stock dash. With the bell up. Bobby Shop number 11 of Bobby Knight, the number 62 car, Halloween Boulevard in the nightlight. Chuck Surratt.
Oh, no.
Number 7, Tino Dribble, with a fully creation car. And the fastest battle fire, no, second fastest battle fire, number 21, Will Rest.
All right, it's dash time in the street stock class. Fourth fastest qualifier is number 11, Bobby Knight. On the outside of him, number 62, Chuck Surratt. Back on the inside, the second fastest qualifier, number 21, from Uricksville, Bill West. And the outside of him is number 7, in the Quilting Creations, number 7, Gene Pringle. Bobby Knight, Chuck Surratt going to bring him in. Lead lap number 1 is going to go to Bobby Knight. Chuck Surratt still on the outside, hanging tough. In the turn number 1. Still side by side, both rows. Chuck Surratt trying to itch his way high. But Bobby Knight holding to his own. Across the line is Chuck Surratt. Second will be Bobby Knight. Third looks like Gene Pringle, and fourth will go to Bill West. White flag coming out this time by this lap by is Wild Bill West. Bobby Knight back into the lead. Now it's going to be a close one for the finish between Bobby Knight and Chuck Surratt, number 62. Bill West, Gene Pringle. Oh, Chuck Surratt inches ahead going into turn number 3. Bobby Knight catches him out of turn number 4. Here it comes. Gonna be Bobby Knight, Chuck Surratt, Bill West, and Gene Pringle, I believe.
A very, very close one there. The number 11 car is Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
By about 6 or 7 inches, I'd say. Okay, we need Connie Smith and Kathy White to the ticket booth. Connie Smith and Kathy White to the ticket booth, please.
Bobby Knight, your dash winner tonight, season opener here at Midvale Speedway. May 1st, 1988.
Kenny Knight, you like your new seats? You like your new seats? You've been here a couple minutes early and seen your kid win by about 6 inches. How about a nice round of applause for a job well done by Bobby Knight? That's what you call side-by-side close racing.
Hey, John, let's try it. Let's stop it for a second. Let's hit your...
There we go. And pushing the grill. Back on.
All right. First heat in a late model division. Number 19. 8 laps will go. Number 19 is Mike Freehan. On the outside of him is number 80, Dino Long. Back on the inside of him, number 12 is Sean Shaw. On the outside of him is John Klein. Third row back is number 4, X tonight, Carl Kegley. And then on the outside of him, number 14, Larry Gill. Back on the inside, number 85, Phil Vino, in the top qualifier out of this heat race from Canton, Ohio, number 03, Lonnie Vaughn. Eddie Warmack, give him the sign. Out of turn number 4, they're looking pretty good. They got a green. First heat, 1988. turn number 1, it's Mike Freeman. John Klein trying to inch on the outside for third. Dino Long out of turn number 4. Is your race leader, completing lap 1. John Klein in second. Mike Freeman in third. Then Sean Shaw. Carl Cayley in fourth. Now Carl Cayley up to third. Mike Freeman falling back. Bill Vito in the fourth. Down the backstretch. It's Dino Long, your leader. John Klein in second. Carl Cayley in third. Fourth will be Phil Vito. Then Mike Freeman. Sean Shaw. Larry Gill. And Lonnie Ward. Halfway in for Dino Long. Halfway in. Dino Long, your leader. John Clyde in second. Carl Catlin third. Phil Vino fourth. Mike Freeman fifth. John Clyde on the outside trying to challenge for that lead. Carl Catlin right there if he don't want to make those mistakes. Carl will have that race. White flag coming out this time. Carl Cagley going down the inside. John Clyde can't quite get it. Down the backstretch it goes. Dino Long, still your leader. John Clyde is in. Carl Cagley. Dino Long, Carl Cagley, Phil Vino, John Clyde. John Klein just got bumped by Carl. Carl backed off, but it wasn't enough to let John regain his momentum, and he drifted back anyway. Your winner, Dino Long. Second went to Carl Cagley. Third, Bill Vino. And fourth, John Klein. Dino Long from Magnolia, Ohio. And number 80. Okay, time for the second late model heat. Looks like Mike Miller's out there, number 53. Chuck Harris in number 62. 29, Roger Black, number 75. Mark Backwith. 21, Kenny Stevens, 7. Rich Rohr, 63, Bob Sibla. And number 4, Scott Baker. Take a couple of minutes to get jostling around there to get the right position. I think Bob Sidla belongs a little further up, or Kenny Stevens does.
Behind him, the number 62 car, Chuck Harris. Alongside of number 29, Roger Black. Number 7, Rich Rohr. 21, Kenny Stevens. 63, Bob.
All right, lineup looks like Mike Miller, 53. Then Roger Black on the outside and 29. Back on the inside, number 62, Chuck Harris on the outside of him will be Kenny Stevens. Back on the inside, number 7, Rich Rohr, 63, Bob Sidla. Scott Baker, number 4, your top qualifier, Mark Backwith.
Okay, slide for the real back knot.
One more parade. Mike Miller and Roger Black battle along. Roger Black down the backstretch. Mike Miller in second. On the outside, Kenny Stevens, then Chuck Harris. Then Rich Rohr, Bob Sidloff, Mark Laughlin, Scott Baker. Roger Black way out front. Chuck Harris having a mechanical problem, backing off. So is Roger Black, halfway in this time by Mike Miller, Kenny Stevens, Bob Sidloff, Mark Malquin, Rich Rohr, and Scott Baker. Down the backstretch, it's still Roger Black from Barberton, Ohio, way out front. Then Mike Miller, Kenny Stevens, Mark Malquin, Bob Sidloff, Rich Rohr, and Scott Baker. Pulling the pits, number 62, Chuck Harris. White flag out for Roger Black. Mark Malquin going on the outside, trying to get by Kenny Stevens for third. Into turn 3, they're still pretty good close. Here comes Roger Black. Then Mike Miller, Mark Malquin, Kenny Stevens, Bob Sidloff, Rich Rohr, and Scott Baker.
Heat race, the McQueen Black, All-American Auto Parts Racing Camaro, Barberton, Ohio, with Magic City Missile himself, Roger Black.
Roger Black, your winner of the fast heat in the late model division.
How about a nice round of applause for a job well done by Roger Black. Again this summer we'll be running the Ohio State Late Model Series, and two of the new tracks on the series will be this year will be Barberton Speedway and Canton Motor Speedway. That series will begin June 15th at the Columbus Motor Speedway on Wednesday night. Then we'll come June 22nd to the Canton Motor Speedway. I'll get the updated list to tell you where each one of these tracks are, or what time we're running them, what day. Again, a nice round of applause on Barberton, Ohio, the Magic City Missile himself, Roger Black. Like I said before, we have uniforms. And then Sunday, we'll be here Sunday for the next 21 weeks.
All right, on the pole, number 97, Wild Bill Seals, number 17, no identification. Then Gary Miser, number 20. 45 is Ed Singhoff. 442, Ed McLean.
Yeah, 45 is Ed Singhoff, 442, Eddie McLean Sr., number 6, John Broad.
John Broad is 16. John Tannerelli in 67, and Mike Himes in 661. Roy sitting down in turn number 2.
Turn around up there in the number 1 corner. Okay, this will be a complete restart, and with some of the new racing procedures we come up with this year, any time a car spins out 2 times in any race other than the feature, the second time he spins out, he will be eliminated from that heat race. Feature, you have 3 times. If your car causes the caution to come out 3 times in a feature race, you are eliminated from that feature. We're not going to lap in, so this will be a complete restart. The number 97 car, Bill Field, unable to go this time on its own power.
Bill Seals got to go in the pits.
Who's in 17, you know?
Okay, Bill Seals leaving the speedway this time. In the square deal on the road, Ethan Thompson, racing Firebird.
No identification on 17. They'll be here on the pole on the inside.
Number 67, if he turns out one more time, he will be eliminated. Any car that brings out the yellow.
28, Gary Miser back on the inside. Ed Singhaus. Number 442, Ed McLean Sr. 16, John Broad. 661, Mike Himes. And 67, John Tannerelli. His dad used to be Honky John Tannerelli, used to call him here. Gary Miser out of the lead. Ed Singhaus having some mechanical problems at the back. John Broad moved up that 3rd spot. '17 holding down 2nd. Here comes Mike Himes on the inside. But Gary Miser way out front. In a brand new car. He had it here at the cavalcade fall last year. Didn't have any paint on it, though, just all primered up. Looks very nice. Very nice. Number 20, Gary Miser. 16, John Ross. 661, Mike Himes. And 17th, and 442, Ed McLean, and 45, Ed Singhaus. Gary Miser still leading. Here comes Mike Himes on the inside, trying to take over 2nd. White flag will be out this time by. It's Gary Miser, Mike Hines, John Broad, then Ed McLean at 4th, and Singhouse at 5th, and 17 and 67. Into turn number 3. There's your winner, number 20, Gary Miser. Then 661, 16, 442, 45, 17, and 67.
All right, number 40. The mellow yellow Camaro, the number 20 car, Gary Miser. How about a nice round of applause for Gary? Hang on to that lead there. Okay, I have a black Chrysler convertible from Tuscarawas County. License number 718HWW. You touch through your car. Hey, I got a ticket number here to give away $10 worth of gift certificates at Elvis Restaurant. Complimentary compliments of Roy J. King and Sons Retro Service. So if you have ticket number 845, come on up here and see me and I'll give you one of these gift certificates worth $10 at Elvis Restaurant. We'll be giving one of these away each and every week. Compliment of Roy J. King and Sons Towing Service. In the number 98 car, the Brightwood Motors car, Wes Roberts, has a video bid camera on board. We're going to provide videos of actual racing action from the car.
Started a fast heat in the sports stock class. Wes Galbraith, the number 98. Joe Nye, 55. Wild Bill Whittaker, 32. Wes Galbraith, your leader. Wild Bill Whittaker in second. Chris Schweitzer in 10 in third. Joe Nye, 4th. Mark McGrath in 66. 670, Roger Lyer, 24. Glenn Joel, number 6. Harold Cole at 25. Palmer Smith. Wes Galbraith, way out front. Wild Bill Whittaker in second. Rich Schweitzer third. Then Mark McGrath. Glenn Joel. Galbraith. Wild Bill Whittaker in second. Rich Schweitzer in third. White flag cut out this time by for Wes Galbraith. Second. Rich Schweitzer third. Mark McGrath in 66 and 4th. Now the backstretch into turn number 3 with a video camera roll. It is Wes Galbraith. Bill Whittaker Hager, Bruce Schweitzer, Mark McGrath, Lynn Jewell.
How about that? In the number 98, number 96. One day they were supposed to have a camera in there. So the back half a bunch of people up so they can see how it's done. How about a nice round of applause for a nice job? The number 98 call, Wes Galbraith.
Wes Galbraith, number 98. Mine's like yours, my light will come on even though it ain't on.
Okay, here we go to the street stock heat race. And the number 1 team, Kevin Lockhart. The number 3 car, Rick McCormick, 24, Matt River. Number 1, Jim McCormick. 85, Ron Brady Boys. 62 is Chuck Surratt. Number 11, Bobby Knight. 21, Bill West. And the fastest qualifier tonight in this division is number 7 car, Gino Pringle. And looks like Larry Richardson going to get in the action on the 12th position if he didn't get here to qualify. The number 55 car will be Larry Richardson. position on the Jim or Dan Beatty. Number 36 on the trail west.
Tell me when you go on pot. I'll wait till I get the checker flag. Okay.
Hey, have a nice run of ball for his job. Well done, guy. Hung on one. This number on the toe. Here's Ruco. Power Camaro.
All right, pursuit time in the late model division. Pursuit time in the late model division. Number 3, 03, Lonnie Vaughn, 85, Phil Vina, 53, Mike Miller, 29, Roger Black, 62, Chuck Harris, 21, Kenny Stevens, 7, Rich Roy, 53, Bob Simmel, 4, Scott Baker, 75, Mark Lockwood, green zone. Kenny Stevens trying to get down the inside, Chuck Harris, can't quite do it. Trying on the outside. Ronnie Vaughn, your leader. Second, Phil Vito. Third, Mike Miller. Fourth, Roger Black. Fifth, Chuck Harris. Mark Marvel backed off to give Scott Baker room to get back in. Mark is still in the race. Halfway in. Ronnie Vaughn showing the way. Phil Vino in second. Mike Miller, Roger Black, found off that third spot. Lonnie Vaughn started in the front. He's still got that lead. Turn number 2. Ronnie Vaughn still leading. Phil Vito. Roger Black. Paul Miller. Mike Miller has been eliminated. Mike Miller has been eliminated. 53. White flag coming out this time by. White flag coming out. Ronnie Vaughn, Phil Vino, Roger Black. White flag, boy, white flag. Mike second. And he wasn't completely passed. Phil Vino should get third.
Ollie Vaughn in the Chrysler power mobile machine here, picking up the checker flag in the Australia for speedway.
No, he'll get it, right? He was passed before he got to the line all the way? Okay, Phil Vino was passed all the way before he got to the line.
How about a nice round of applause for Ollie Vaughn of Canton, Ohio.
Lonnie Vaughn had some mechanical problems in the heat race he was in. He came back and wins the pursuit tonight. Now you're going to have some guys behind me in front of him this time. Hey, one time out, checker flag, that's all right.
Okay, so the finishing up of your race will be 03 Ollie Vaughn, number 29 Roger Black, 21 Kenny Newman,
All right. Pursuit time in the sports stock class. 16, John Broad. And 661 is Mike Himes. 55, Joe Nye. 98, Wes Galbraith. 66, Mark McGrath. 32, Wild Bill Bittaker. 670, Roger Leinert. 10 is Rich Schweitzer. Number 6, Harold Cole at 25. And 7 up, Farmer Smith. We got a green. John Broad leading into turn number 1. Mike Hines in second. Joe Nye third. Wes Galbraith fourth. Mark McGrath in fifth. John Broad is eliminated. Wes Galbraith in second. Joe Nye has been eliminated. Then, their leader is Mike Himes. Wes Galbraith in second. Then, Mark McGrath in 66. Bill Baker. Roger Leiter. Rich Schweitzer. Halfway coming this time by halfway. Still, Mike Hines, your leader. Wes Galbraith second. Mark McGrath in third. Bill Bittaker in fourth. Rich Schweitzer, Farmer Smith, and Roger Leiter has been eliminated. Out of turn number 4 still Mike Hines. Wes Galbraith in second. Mike Hines still leading. White flag will be out this next time by. One more lap, one more lap. Mike Hines, can he hold Wes Galbraith off? I think he's going to do it. He's going to hold him off. Mike Hines, Wes Galbraith, Roy McGrath, Bill Bigger, Rich Schweitzer, and Farmer Smith. So he's back in the winner's circle. Mike Hines from Strasburg. He went down south to Atlanta, Georgia. He's back, moved back up north here, and comes home with a victory first night out. Mike Hines, originally from Strasburg, Ohio.
For Mike Hines out of Strasburg, Ohio. Nice job in the pursuit.
Okay. I might call you for work tomorrow. See how it come out. Okay.
On the third, number 30 car, Kim here.
You want to do the announce on this one? I don't know any of these guys. You want to do it?
The 1 Kevin Walker, number 10.
He's not out there, so I don't know.
Matt Tribble, number 1, Jim McCormick.
Surratt?
Number 85, Jim
That's Surratt? Yeah.
62 is Chuck Surratt, and number 7 will be Gino Pringle.
Okay, pursuit time 30, Kim Heron, 1T, Kevin Locker, 10, Melissa McCormick, 24, Matt Gribble, number 1, Jim McCormick, 85, Dan Beatty, 11, Bobby Knight, 62, Chuck Surratt, 21, Bill West, number 7, Gene Pringle. Number 1, Jim McCormick has been eliminated. '62, Chuck Surratt has been eliminated. '21, Bill West has eliminated Bobby Knight. He's going after number 85 now. '85, Dan Beatty smacking the left. Yellow flag's out. Put yours on pause.
Number 85,
Back on now?
Bill West trying to eliminate Matt Gribble on the outside. Number 10 and number 24 get into a tangle.
Okay, Matt Gribble and Melissa McCormick getting together, coming out of that number 2 corner.
Number 24 Matt Gribble and number 10 Melissa McCormick has been eliminated.
We'll check mine out right after. We can check it out. You got yours on. It was playing okay before I checked it out.
I went back all the way to the beginning.
See what that, maybe that tape back to 3-dub over there.
Okay, we got 2 more laps to go with 2 cars out there. Kim Herring starting on the pole as an owner in the car and holding on to that.
That's all, everything, the first part of the year, right there, that tape right there.
Walker.
My power has to stay on or we're not going to be able to see the TV. The way I got it hooked up, my power has to stay on right now. Or we're not going to be able to see the TV. What I'll do is I'll pick off from where it shut off on your tape. Dub it off, starting on a new tape. And I'll put the in-car on the end. Gene Pringle down on the inside of Bill West trying to eliminate him. Bill West taking the high side of 1T. Kevin Locker trying to eliminate him. 1T has been eliminated. Checkered flag comes out. 30, Kim Herron takes the win. Second place, 21, Bill West. Third, Gene Pringle. Bringing up the fourth place is number 1T, Kevin Locker.
Okay, how about a nice round of applause for John Bowman, the guy coming as an over and end up taking home the marble. Kim Herring, the number 30 car. 14.
All right, starting on the pole, number 19, Mike Freeman. On the outside of him, number 14, Larry Gill. Back on the inside, number 80, Dino Law on his outside. Number 38, John Klein. The next row back, number 4, Carl Kegley. On the outside of him, number 85, Phil Vino. Next row back, number 53, Mike Miller. On the outside of him is Roger Black. Next row back, number 62, Chuck Harris. On the outside of him will be number 7, Rich Rohr. Next row back, number 63, Bob Sibla. Okay, getting ready to start the 50 lap spring feature here at Midvale Speedway, 1988. Looks like Scott Baker needs a push. Scott's got it fired. He's ready to go. Late models out there tonight. Had 2 more in the pits. Bill Volk, he was on fire during high laps. And Brian Volk, number 28, broke something during qualifying. He qualified the car on his second attempt. He broke something in turn number 1 and he spilled oil. And he's on the trailer. So we did have 18 cars show up tonight for the Spring 50. But there's 16 out there right now, fine field of cars. Mike Freeman, he was here last year for the Cavalcade, the Fall Classic here at Midvale Speedway. On the outside of him, Larry Gill from Baldwin, Ohio, and Dino Long from Magnolia, John Klein, Canton, Carl Kegley, Canton, Phil Vino, Canton, Mike Miller, Barberton. 29, Roger Black, Barberton, Chuck Harris, Canton, Rich Rohr, Canton, Bob Sibla, Maslin, Scott Baker, Fairlawn, Ronnie Vaughn, Canton, Mark Baba, Strasburg, Sean Shaw, Canton, Kenny Stevens, Stone Creek. Here we go! Freeman leaned away out of turn number 4. And Dino Long. Kenny Stevens off the pace already. Dino Long diving hard into turn 3 and 4. Here's your leader. Oh, shit. I don't think no one's hurt. Scott Baker's up against the wall. I tell you, Scott Baker, he had all kinds of bad luck last year, and he started out this year up at Cloverleaf, got a victory. Had her last night up at Sandusky. Scott Baker was leading the race up at Sandusky last night, and his accelerator broke, I believe. Had to pull in the pits, and down here tonight, getting caught in something he didn't start. Now he's got trouble there. Front end. Brand new car out. is off. Scott's front end kind of tore up. Gonna take her in the pits.
Okay, we got 2 laps in, so we'll go with the single file restart. Chuck Harris apparently getting a little sideways down there in the front straightaway. Scott Baker with nowhere to go, putting the right front corner of that automobile.
I wouldn't care if it goes over there right in line with this thing here, as long as we're on par.
All right, Dino Long, gonna bring him in. John Clyde, Mike Freeman. Here we go. We got a green. Dino Long still leading. John Clyde in second. Mike Freeman. Cole Kegley going into fourth. Kenny Stevens just going into pits. So it's Dino Long, John Clyde, Mike Freeman, Cole Kegley, Bill Vino, Roger Black, Rich Rohr, Larry Gill, Paul Sibla, Forrest Conklin, Bryce Miller, Lonnie Vaughn, and Chuck Harris and Sean Shaw. Cole Kegley trying to get in that third spot now because Bill Vino is trying to get third. Roger Black moving to the third of the tangle. We got Dino Long, John Klein, Roger Black, Rich Rohr, Bill Vino, Bob Sibla, Cole Kegley, Mark Conklin, Bill Vino, Lonnie Vaughn. After Mark Conklin, Lonnie Vaughn. John Klein pulled down the infield. And Roger Black catch Dino Long. Long way to go. Way behind Black. Way behind Black is Rich Rohr. Dino Long, Roger Black catching Dino Long. And Rich Rohr is right there, right behind him. Rich Rohr going on the outside of Roger Black into turn number 2. Roger Black, back on the pace. Rich Rohr going to the lead. Dino Long in second. Roger Black will bring out the yellow. Rich Rohr, Lee will be your leader. Dino Long will be in second. 13 laps in. Mike Freeman going in the pits. Another parade. Thirteen laps in. Rich Roll, bring him in. Dino Long, Bob Silva, Mark Mocklin. Bob Silva jumping to the outside of Dino Long. Trying to get out the inside of Bob Silva. Markling down the inside of Silva. Still got that lead spot. Mark can hold the car down. Rich can in the turn. Out of turn number 2, Rich had more trouble. Mark Mocklin, Bob Silva, as Ronnie Vaughn has taken over fourth spot. Neil Long fifth. Bill Vito's in sixth. Bike number 7 is Cole Kegley on the lead lap. Then Larry Gill. Going out there, lap down. It's Rich Roll out of Canton. Mark Malcolm Strasburg, your first and second drivers. second. Richie down the backstretch. Burke trying to dive down low. He can't do it. Your winner's going to be Rich Rohr, Burke Northwest. Bob Sibla will finish third. Fourth will go to Lonnie Vaughn. Fifth, Bill Vito. Sixth, Mike Miller. And seventh, one lap down, will be Carl Kegley. Eighth will be Larry Gill.
Good job driving there. Ohio, number 7, North American. Esper Bevins racing tomorrow. Rich Rohr. Test. Test 1, 2, 3. Please get back away from the fence, please. Okay, I want to congratulate Rich Briscoe for a real good job of driving. He had a lot of pressure on the whole time. I'm sure you have more comfortable rides in your life, haven't you?
Well, I don't know. Mark was pretty bad. He was bad.
He was going for, looks like he let the old Miller American Camaro hooked up pretty good this year. You did her 9 times last year. Are you gonna this year?
Oh, I'd like to, but if I can just come close, I'll be happy.
Sure, proud to you're out here. You're one of the finest competitors in the state of Ohio as far as we're concerned. So, have a nice round of applause for Rich Rohr.
It'll come in. All right, ready to start the feature. And Sing Hans. Bring it in. Smith out there in second. Out there in the lead. 661. Mike Hines in second now. And Sing Hans in third. Here comes Wes Galbraith. Gary Smith on the lead. Gary Smith, Mike Hines, Wes Galbraith, Ed Singhorn, Wild Bill Whitaker, Rich Schweitzer in number 10. Then comes 16 John Broad. Joe Nye 55. Glenn Jewell 24. Mark McGrath in 66, 670. Is Roger Liner 6. Harold Cole 7. Is Farmer Smith in 20. Gary Miser 17 and 442. Ed McLean. Wes Scalbra trying to get down the inside. Yellow flag. Mark McGrath spinning out at number 2.
Hope it's working. Adam, don't you spin. What are you doing?
So far, two very exciting features in both divisions here, Midvale. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone in the pits. Pick up the phone in the pits, please.
Five more laps to go. One more parade. Gary Smith looking for his first feature. I believe Wes Galbraith right on his bumper. Fourth is Bill Whitaker. Fifth, Harold Cole. Sixth. Yellow flag.
Number 17, early when we were ready, we were stopping the Mike King car, putting water or liquid of some sort all over the racetrack. Harold clearly in that they were able to pull the car spinning around. We will not be penalized if they're back into this regular racing situation. They're smoking a little bit there the last couple of laps, so maybe there's a little bit of a clear out there. It might be some help there.
Might be some help. Two more laps to go.
Just go back over there and sit down. He wants to go back over there with your dad.
Two more laps to go. White flag will come on this time for Gary Smith. Galbraith, Rich Schweitzer, and Bill Whitaker.
How about that wrong ball for a young driver? Philadelphia, Ohio, Gary Smith. With a snap-on to the racing out of Midvale.